Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to our webinar, and we are glad that today we have a lot of people has been joining us for today's event. And good morning, good day for those that just started their session for this morning. Okay, so today we are going to talk about AI, artificial intelligence, some things that actually has been happening around us. So in order for us to understand more AI and see how do we take advantage on that, right? So that's why today we are glad that we are able to invite one of our speakers, which is Kenny. So Kenny actually has been with us on the trainers for more than 10 years already. He started his career as a trainer, as a first aid trainer. Okay, but of course, besides first aid, he also tried to explore on different topic and industry as well. So today, he's going to share his story, knowledge in AI, where some things that is already happening, whether you like it or not. Okay, because there's a sentence that I learned from him that is saying that AI will not take over your job. No, AI will not take your job. But the person that will use AI will be the possibility your threat on your job position right now. So in order to avoid AI, why not we take advantage on that? So that's why today we hope that based on the 2 hour session that we have together with Kenny, he will share some thought to you. Okay. So Kenny, can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you, Eng.
So Kenny, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, that's good. So then over to you, Kenny, and we'll come back to you when the Q&A section at the end of the sessions.
Thank you.
That's good. Over to you, Kenny.
Thanks. All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So if you... Okay, let me check with the chat sessions. Okay, there you go. Okay, so good morning again. Thank you very much, Corsair, and also Eng for the introduction. Thank you. So to start this, I think I just want to quickly talk about how AI has been evolving and is very fast. Although AI has been introduced in this world somewhere around 90s, 50, but then in the past 2 to 3 years, the advancement is very fast. So for example, just for last week, ChatGPT is planning to launch GPT-5 when GPT-4 is just released around end of July, early of August, and then coming to September is closing to release another new versions which much more powerful and much more smarter. And AI has been also in our day-to-day, for example, our Apple phones. So they are going to integrate AI in their upcoming model. So I think they have launched in 9 or 16 September. So they're going to have a new phones, iPhone 16, come with AI capability, work with OpenAI as well. So AI has been part of it and is going to be there to stay. So whether are we utilizing it or are we staying back or are we going to be excuse me, to be eliminated from the market. So our decision is roughly around that. So what is going to happen today is I'm going to we are going to go through a few series of activities. So instead of me just talking here, I will just stop for a short while and then we will go into a activity-based workshop. So basically this is considered as a workshop. So basically it's a hands-on. I just want to quickly check with you, how many of us here is using company laptop? So if you are using company laptop, please type 1. And if you are using your personal laptop, please type 2. Okay, if you're using your company laptop, please tap 1. If you're using personal laptop or maybe your own phone, you tap 2. Okay, let me check one more thing. I'm not sure if I can see what you type. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this, huh? Okay, I want to make this as interactive as possible, and I want to know you a little bit more so that I can tailor the content for today to everyone. I'm going to share a link. I'm going to share one link into the chat. Okay, I need Zul, I need your help to cascade this link to everyone. Okay. So once you get the link, once you open, you will be welcome to this page. Okay, a Canva whiteboard. All right. So this is where we're going to paste the prompt that I use that you can copy and paste and see the result on your LLM. So we are going to start with this part. This part. Okay. So when you receive the link and you click on the link, you will come to this page. So immediately click to any of these sticky notes. Click to any of these. There's a lot here. Click to any of these sticky notes and then key in your name, departments, your roles. Also, let me know whether are you using a company laptop or personal laptop. Myself, I'm using personal laptop. Yeah, use any of the sticky notes. Use any of the sticky notes. I'm gonna have let's have 7 minutes to 5 minutes to do this. Yeah, smart choice. Copy paste and then edit. Very good. So we have some people from IT, account, digital marketing. Interesting. Keep it going. Keep it going. For those who just joined the link, or just joined this workshop, so go to the link that is provided and then click on any of these sticky notes and then let us know your name. A short name will do. Don't have to put in your full name. And then what's your department? And then what's your role? Finally, whether are you using your personal laptop or is going to a company laptop? Okay. The reason why we need all this information is because later on during the workshop, I need to custom some of the content based on your needs. So for example, we have quite a lot of IT people here, technology, software developer. So I'll try to, give some use case on how you can make use of these AI tools. Junie, there's quite large, Junie. You need my help to, pack it to other side. I help you to copy paste to one of these sticky note, yeah, Junie. Okay, there you go. Sini. Okay, 10 more seconds. Make sure you don't delete other sticky notes. Don't delete other sticky notes. Just input yours. Okay, Yan, you need help? Yeah, make it smaller. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Your times is up. The times is up. So just leave it. Just leave it. Let me arrange it for you. Yeah, thank you very much. So for those who are still continuing, you can continue. Just make sure don't delete any sticky notes. Every sticky note here is very important. Okay. Who put this arrow is okay. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Keep this open because we are going to use this quite often this whole day. So we have Rahman from IT, Ruben from digital marketing. Quite a number of you is from digital marketing, business as commercial, company laptop, operation and admin, HR, L&D. We have people here from account, quite a number of you, few of you, internal audit, account, finance. Design developments, assistant, software developer, e-commerce. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, for those who are using company laptop, sometimes your company may restrict some of the website that we are going to use today. So if you have the restrictions, it's okay, don't worry. You can go through the courses and then you can try it out in your personal laptop later. Or at the same time, you can immediately use your phone, iPad or any tablet to access the website as well. Just make sure don't use your internet, company internet. Okay, so because some of you having using one laptop here, the only concern is, like I say, is when your company restrict you to certain website. Okay, so thank you very much. I'm going to cater some of the content example later using some of your roles here. For example, marketing, technology, L&D, and also some finance use case over here. For those who are still writing, continue. Otherwise, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Let me just stop sharing. Okay, so there will be three things that we'll be covering today. Three parts. So the first part is going to be ChatGPT. So although ChatGPT is being used by a lot of people and there's around 2 million, more than 2 million users using ChatGPT right now, but most of the time we use ChatGPT in a very straightforward manner. So we don't dive deep. We just use it to get one answer that we want. So today we're going to explore a little bit how we can use ChatGPT in an advanced manner so that we can get the responses that we want. So that's the first thing I'm going to cover, more on deep dive into ChatGPT, what other feature or maybe hidden feature that you may not know. So second things I'm going to cover today is more on how do we do research. So most of the time we do research using Google. So after I use these new AI tools, technically I stopped using Google unless for certain case. So most of the time I'm going to use this new AI tool to help me with my research. Okay, because it's AI powered. And last but not least, something that we're going to do is based on your roles, we are going to have one assignment or one simple activity to actually help you to use ChatGPT and also the research that I'm talking about, the research tool, to help you to simplify one of your tasks that you do day to day. Okay, so basically there's a three things we're going to cover today. So let me write it down somewhere here. Okay, for those who are still doing it, continue. So anyhow, this is what we're going to do today. First, deep dive into ChatGPT. So if your company laptop limited you to access ChatGPT, so what you can do is you can actually use usually if you are using Microsoft ecosystem, you should have access to Copilot, so you can use that with us as well. But some of the ChatGPT unique feature maybe you will not be able to access it. Second, we're going to talk about how to do research. with AI. Okay, so this research here is not normal research, but it's online research. It's like Google, but with AI powered. And the third thing we're going to do today, simplify an assignment of yours. Okay, so that is three things we're going to do today. So first, let's talk about ChatGPT. Let's do it this way because I don't want you to, how to say, I want you to follow through first and then you try it. It's exciting when I show you, then you immediately want to try, but then let me finish the demo first. After I demo, then you can continue to try. I will give you time to try. Okay, so yeah, first I demo, then you try. Okay, during demo, you focus. During demo, your role is to focus. Yeah, because I don't have access to the chat directly, meaning I can't see your chat immediately. So what happens if you ask any question, it's going to immediately go to the Q&A, so I can't answer your questions immediately. So in case you face in any trouble during your testing, then it will be difficult. That's why during the demo, focus first. I'll try to repeat once or twice. So when you try, it's going to be easier. Then you try. Yeah, try. So ChatGPT, that is a few ways a lot of people use ChatGPT. So the most common way people use ChatGPT is this. The most common way people use ChatGPT. Common ways people use ChatGPT. Okay, is I/O. Okay, what does I/O mean? What does I/O mean? I/O here mean input, output. For example, what is input output? Technically, example, quick one. Here is the spreadsheet for finance use case. Here is a spreadsheet. Help me to calculate or forecast. Help me to forecast the sales for upcoming quarter. Of course, I didn't attach anything. That's why it couldn't read it because I don't have attachment. But this is example of input output. You input one task, and then the GPT is going to do that one task output. So input, output, as simple as that. Another example is for maybe marketer or designer in this room. Write me 1 month content for probably, let's say, LinkedIn. So input, and then immediately it will come out with the output. Okay, week 1, what to do, week 2, okay, I'm going to stop this. Okay, so this is the example, input, output. You give one input and then output immediately. So the result that we're going to get, most of the time, the result that we're going to get with input, output is mediocre. So this is why most of the people, they have this problem when they use ChatGPT or any LLM. LLM stands for large language model. So for large language model, example of tools is ChatGPT, Claude, your Gemini. Okay, what else? The Copilot Plus. All this is, and also recently Grok 2 by Twitter. All this is considered as a large language model. So whatever, if you use input output in any of these LLM, what's going to happen is you're going to get mediocre result, and then sometimes it hallucinate. So what does hallucinate mean? Basically, hallucinate basically means random answer, just to fill in the blank. Okay, so that's what we call hallucinate. That's why in order to make this better, to make our experience better when using LLM, so this is the one method that I always use and is highly recommended. You can search it anywhere. It's always it's around in the internet. So all you do is you use this technique we call chains of thoughts. Okay, so this is concept number 1. There's more, but chain of thought is good enough already. It's best for brainstorming. Is best for brainstorming, solving complex problem. And one more thing, most important one is use case, based on your use case, because you understand what you need. So it's based on your use case. So it won't hallucinate, to reduce the hallucinations. All right, so I'm going to show you some sample demo on how to do this chain of thoughts, and then we're going to do it. You're going to try it, but I'm going to demo to you first. Let me roughly show you the idea. Let me pick some of the example here. Who do you have? Sales. Okay, I think sales is a good idea. How many of them is from sales? Internal audit, design, graphic. Okay, let's use sales as example. Okay, sales as example. For example, this is a chain of thought process. Sales use case. You are going to meet a client to propose, to pitch your deck. So what are we going to do here is we are going to prepare our intention. Our final intention is to prepare a list of anticipated questions from clients. What does it mean is when we go to meet client, right? So after you pitch your deck, client probably will ask you some questions. For example, the prices lah, whatever lah, etc. So what is going to happen here as a sales, besides preparing our pitch, we also want to prepare a list of anticipated questions from client. So of course, input output. If we use input output method, so we can ask prepare a list of anticipated from questions from let's say technology industry. So what's going to happen? GPT is going to give you a list of questions, but then the question may not be within your context. It's out of your context. So for a general business and strategy questions, of course you can use this as an example, but how can we make it more personalized to you? This is what we can do. So first step, build context. Second step, build deeper context. Build more context lah. Okay, your third steps, basically copy paste. What is it? Build even more context. And then your final step, intentions. So this way, you can prevent ChatGPT from hallucinating, and then you can get the answer exactly what you need. So for example, I'm from learning and development, trainer in a sense, trainer. So I also do pitching. Okay, so I'm using this as a use case in sales. I'm a trainer, and then I'm go to a pitch, and then this is how I use chain of thought to build these things. Okay, so I understand now. The final result is to build anticipated questions from client. So this is first step. Let's say I'm pitching a client team building. So let's build the first context. What do you understand about team building? Okay, why do we use these general questions? Because we want to build context first. So first, we want this chat box to understand we are talking about team building. So we don't want this chatbot to go away from team building. So just quickly go through trust and rapport, communication, responsibility, collaboration, conflict, diversity. Okay, all good. So next is I can relate. If the client is a financial tech company and requested for team building, how can I prepare a pitch for this program? Okay, so what's going to happen? It's going to give us more and more example on how can we tailor-made this team building, the first input to our financial tech company, okay, to our clients. All right, so the program collaboration, introduction, context, and whatever, everything will be over here. But it's not important. Most important is to just roughly go through what it is. Okay, as long as within your needs, something that you're going through, scenario-based workshop, cross-functional. Okay, something that I want. Okay. All right, good. The company is, for example, the company is let's say Boost Credit. Help me to do research of this company online. Search for their core values, employee feedback from Glassdoor, and their recent challenges. So I'm building more and more context. So basically it's a step-by-step. The recent challenge, employee feedback, in Glassdoor indicate, okay, professional growth, okay. Tailoring. Okay, you see, this is the part, tailoring the team building program. Because at the first part, we already asked ChatGPT to build the context within team building. So this chat box understand we want to do stuff within team buildings. And the client, this is the industry, and then the client is Boost Credit, example here. So that's why core values, employee feedback, the recent challenge that I want, and then how to tailor our team building program to these clients. Okay, so these 5 things here that is being given by ChatGPT basically is the research from this. That's why this method is much more powerful because it goes through a chain of thought. Chain of thought basically is a thinking process. So first we think about okay, what is team building, and then this is the client, and then we map our map the client challenges to the team building. So same thing to our sales process, same thing. So your program, your product, and then you match with the client's problem. So this is a use case for chain of thought. So let's say for marketing, you can use the same thing as well. Let's say your product or maybe your services is more on marketing agency. You're a marketing agency and you want to sell your consultations to company, big company. So you map your product with the company. So this is a sales use case. And then what I can do, I can go to my final intention if I want to, or I can build more context. So let's say if I build one more context, I build just one more context. What is how to ensure effective team building at the end of the program? Okay, so blah is not too important, but most important you know whether is it something that you want, missing anything you want to add on. Okay, something that I want, leadership support, okay, celebrate success, okay, makes sense. And finally, the intentions. Remember the final intentions. Our intention here is to prepare a list of anticipated questions. So now when I put this in from client during the pitch, from Boost Credit during the pitch of team building. So I will going to get much more personalized questions. Okay. And then you pick which one is suitable for you, or you can just prepare how to answer them. Or you can do another thing is, since all this is challenges, problem, you can do 2 more things with this context. So you can ask GPT to help you with preparing the proposal. Okay, or you can ask the GPT to actually prepare ways to answer the questions. Up to you. But the intention here is I want to prepare a list of questionnaires. So this is the questionnaire that I get. Okay, so let me do a quick recap. So imagine using AI, using ChatGPT as a human, So you're going to brainstorm with ChatGPT. That's why I always say, in most training, I will say AI as second brain. Okay, do not use it as a tool. If you use AI as a tool, what's going to happen is you are going to use it as a tool, meaning like camera. If you use camera as a camera, it's a camera. So if you use AI as a second brain, what's going to happen is it is going to become your second brain. You don't have to squeeze your brain to think about the processes and etc. You use ChatGPT to help you with all these processes, and then you use all these results to another platform. So I'm going to show you more later. So AI as second brain. So just chain of thought. First, you build context, and then build even more context, more and more context. Finally, add your intention. So first, understand what is your intention first. So let me give you another example here, because we're going to go into the practice shortly. Okay, so for example, the intention here is to write a proposal. Let's see what else do we have here. What else do we have here? Technology, account assistant. Okay, let's try account. Let's try account. Intention is to help analyze the spreadsheet and finds out any anomalies. Okay, so find out any problem. So let's say your spreadsheet is about P&L. Contact the P&L. So what you can do, ask ChatGPT what is P&L, or you can even add more things. Framework, international framework of P&L. And you can also even ask a certain standard, Malaysia standard, when it comes to P&L. Okay, so this is the context. So once we build a chat box, so when the ChatGPT, the chatbot understand you are talking about P&L, 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 and then at the end, you upload the spreadsheet and ask ChatGPT to analyze the spreadsheet to see any anomalies found from a P&L. Okay, so second context, it could be what are the common mistakes when preparing a P&L. So ChatGPT will give you a list of common mistakes when it comes to preparing P&L. Okay, and then how to detect anomalies in P&L. And then finally, your intentions. Your intentions basically is this: analyze the spreadsheet and find out any anomalies. Trust me, this process is going to help you to get a much more better answer instead of upload the spreadsheet, help me to analyze. Because ChatGPT has problems when it comes to mathematics. It's not as good, but of course it is good, but it's not as good. Sometimes it hallucinates when it comes to numbers. So it's good to build much more context, and then even more context, much more context, and finally the intentions. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can, just press S. Okay, let me show you. You press S using your keyboard from this Canva page, a whiteboard. Okay, and then a sticky note will come out like this. A sticky note like this will come out, and then you put your question there about this chain of thought. Then I will go through. If I have time, I will answer it. Okay, so now I give everyone about 6 minutes, 6 to 7 minutes, 6 to 7 minutes, 7 minutes, like 8 minutes to try this chain of thought. So most important is understand your intentions. Understand your intentions, and then build context, more context, even more context, and then final. All right. If you want to know what prompt I use, let me share those chat to you. Okay. Okay. Okay, here's the link. You can click on the link, then you will be taken to this chat and you can study how it works. Okay, let's have a 6 to 7 minutes. If you have any questions, while you're trying it, you can put it in a sticky notes. I will go through and I will come to you when I see that.
Okay, Kenny.
Hmm.
Since that we're in the exercises, okay, there is a question from the floor that I think that is good for you to address it right now. The question sounds like this. If we had previous question or case that we asked in the AI GPT ready, how long does this AI platform keep it in their memory or their trail of thought? So make sense, these questions?
Okay, meaning to say this chat box, we asked the first question already. And then how long does this chat box keep this within this box, is it?
Yes, so this is a question from one of the audience. You may address it. And of course, to the
Okay.
floor, if let's say you're facing any technical questions, right, can always let us know. Then we will assist you from there. So over to you, Kenny.
All right, thank you, Eng Seng. To answer that questions, okay, if you look at my chat box over here to my left hand side, your screen is right hand side. So there's a lot of chat box over here. Okay, just imagine this chat box is your WhatsApp. So let's say in your WhatsApp you have a lot of people. So people A, B, C, D, E, F, G, different people is different name, you call them. So basically, if you chat with this chat box, whatever it understand, all remain in this chat box only. Everything that you talk about, ask about, remain in the chat box, unless you copy the whole thing here to another person, to another chat box. Anyway, another person here may not understand the same questions as the same box. That's why when we are doing one task, try your best to remain in that one same chat box. That's how we can remain the effectiveness of the result, the output, so-called. I hope that makes sense to you. Just take all this as your WhatsApp chat, one person, one context. When you ask the same person same question to a different person, they are definitely going to give you a different answer. Yeah, I think that's the best I can answer the question for now. If does not answer the question, please write back in the question and answer so I can come back to you later.
Thank you, Kenny.
Let's have 6 minutes. If you have any technical issue, always ask. I'll be around to look out the chat. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have fun with your testings. So times is up. You can continue with it later. Yeah, let me show you another example on how chain of thought is being used. Another analogy, so you can have an understanding. Okay, this is a new chat. So the idea of chain of thought is like this. We want to reduce hallucinations. We want ChatGPT to give us the perfect answer, the nice answer, the best answer that we can get. So that's why we want to prevent hallucinations using chain of thoughts. And then at the same time, we want to build more context so that the answer it gives you much more personalized to your use case. So another example here is, for example, 14 apples. I have 14 apples. Ali took 3. Ahmad at 5. Sarah multiply it by 6. So this is input output. If I'm going to do input output using this, high chance ChatGPT is going to give me the right answer. High chance lah. But there is times ChatGPT is going to hallucinate. So in order to prevent ChatGPT hallucinate, we use chain of thought. So let me show you an example. This is input output. Input everything that we want, big large context, and then we see what's the output. So this is the example. Okay, so starting with 14 apple, Ali took 3, and then Ahmad at 5, and then Sarah multiplied by 6. So this is the correct answer. ChatGPT did not hallucinate. So this is a simple example where we have one simple questions. Okay, but if you were to add more and more, for example, you want to customize the industry, customize the product, customize the clientele very exactly. So high chance is going to hallucinate. So chain of thought process is exactly like this. Start with 14 apple, and then the first context is apple, and then second context is Ali took 3 apple away. So this is the answer from ChatGPT. So the second context, add 5 apple. This is the answer from ChatGPT. So the last context is multiply by 6. So this is the intention that we want. The answers, these are the intentions. So that's the idea of chain of thought. All right. So it's very powerful when you use it correctly. There's a lot of tutorial on how you can use this for your use case. So for example, we have some L&D personnel here. Marketing. Let's do entirely different things so that we can have an idea on how it works. Another example here, recruiter. I use recruiter as an example. Okay, so this one chat. So in order for not to remain in this context, I don't want ChatGPT to think about the apple. So I'm going to open a new chat. So new chat, new people, new idea, empty brain. So let's start with this. Start with this. I am a recruiter. I'm going to recruit salespersons. Can you help with identify the JD for these salespersons? Be mindful that we are from, let's say, a training company. Okay, so what's going to happen is, this is the first context. So I'm telling ChatGPT I'm a recruiter, I want to recruit a salesperson, and then I want to understand what is a JD. JD here stands for job descriptions. So when we apply job, usually there's a job description. So this is the JD, stand for these salespersons, and probably and identify 3 key KPI for this person. Okay, so there you go. This is the first context, blah blah blah, job summary, okay, company name, whatever, okay, key responsibility, okay, client acquisition, yes, consultative selling, relationship management, okay, qualification, okay, very good. Okay, so this is the first context building. How do I use it to my own case? So what you can do here is, there's a lot of things you can do. One, you can upload CV and ask ChatGPT to analyze the CV and see whether it match this or not. Okay, so that's what you can do. Second is, what you can do is, let's say you are arranging an interview. you want to have a list of good questions that you can ask this candidate. So you can also do that. So for example, I'm just quickly upload, let's say if I have any CV here. I just upload my CV up. Definitely it's not going to match, but let's see, trainer. Okay. And you have to map if this candidate is, if the candidate match the JD. Okay, experience, has experience in development manager, blah, 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 and then customer relation, collaboration skills and experience, alignment with KPI, overall assessments. Has strong background in training, business development, and customer. While the profile doesn't emphasize direct sales experience or closing deal, the ability to develop and train in sales processes suggest will adapt to this role. Okay. Upload another one. Let me upload any other trainer profile. How about this person? Okay, wait for it to finish it. You can read the feedback if you want. But most important is what I want to do next. Compare the two candidates and provide steps by and provide an analysis on which candidate best match the roles. Okay, so overall, the second person, Faris, is appear to have much more solid background in this role. Okay, doesn't provide those metrics, experience, qualifications. Yep. So this is how we can. Oh, sorry. Here. Strong in this, weak in this. Strong in this, weak in this. So in conclusion, Faris is a better candidate in this example. Okay, so this is an example on how you can use chain of thoughts to help you to do problem solving, step-by-step problem solving. So instead of you comparing two CV, okay, this one better, that better, you can even do one more things. You can even do one more things over here in percentage, in percentages, which candidate is better. If let's say your boss or your manager is much more who is in percentage, yeah. So yeah, overall assessment, Faris 62%, Kenny 38%. So this is an example of how it's aligned to your use case. So chain of thought is one method, very powerful method. How you want to use it is entirely on your imaginations. If your imagination is super strong and you know how to link each of these, you are going to have fun with this method, and it's definitely going to help you with a lot of stuff. You can use it in storyboarding. Let's see. So for this marketer, you can use it in storyboarding. So we have person from sales. You can even use this to developing your sales pitch, questionnaire. How to use negotiation. You can even prepare negotiations. And what else? Technology executive, probably are reporting. Reporting, you're doing a lot of reporting. Design idea, storyboarding, mechanical designer. What can you use? System engineer. Yeah, coding. You can definitely use this for coding. I'm sure you know how it works already if you are in IT background. Sales. Right. Okay, just now I downloaded a picture. Let me show you also one more use case of ChatGPT. Just now I downloaded this. I downloaded all these sticky notes. So one thing I want ChatGPT to help me with probably is this. Is from the attachments. Can you summarize the people by their roles and departments. Can you summarize? Can you group the people's? Okay, so if I do this, what's going to happen is I don't have to go through each and every one of you. So I can immediately use this as an example. Who is in what account? Yeah, internal audit, marketing. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so this is one of the use case of chain of thoughts. Okay, so if you have further questions, key in the question and answer. So I will end this earlier so that I can go through the questions, more questions. All right, so second use case, second deep diving into ChatGPT, what I'm going to share with you, something that most people do not know. Doesn't matter if you're a free user or plus user, I'm a plus user. So plus user, you get this custom GPT. Okay, if you're a plus user, you can create, wait, let me go through here. If you are a paid plus user, if you are paid, if you pay 100 ringgit per month, you can create custom GPT. You can create any of this. Okay, you can create. So if you are a free user, you can use any of this. Okay, you can use any of this. For example, assuming I'm a free user. So what I'm gonna do is let's say, let me see anything here that is useful. Okay, let's say programming. I don't know programming. So if I'm free user, I can use this. So basically, you don't have to go to this here. Okay, I want to develop blah, 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 blah. Help me to write code, blah, blah, blah. No need. So you can go to Explore GPT and then you can, let's say programming, you can choose any of these. Technically, there's over 30,000 apps over here, but these are all the top one. Okay, so let's go to this Codepilot. Code smarter, build faster. Okay, blah, blah. Okay. Start chat. Let's say I want to build a landing page website, interactive. So the context is already on coding, HTML, CSS, etc. So step 1, what should you do? Step 2, what should you do? Step 3, what should you do? And so on. Okay, these are the codes. JavaScript. Yep. So everything is here. You can copy paste this whole thing to some website that tests your code, so you can see the result. If you are using Claude, okay, if you're familiar with ChatGPT, it's fine. But there is also another LLM, which is also very powerful, which is called Claude. They have one function they call artifacts. So these artifacts basically will showcase the code, meaning you ask this thing to code and then immediately it will show you the result at the site. Wait, loading. Let me just copy this whole thing here. Okay, shift written and okay, probably because I'm a free user. But anyhow, I can with the artifact functions. Wait, Claude artifacts. Let me quickly show you how it's like 5 days ago. Okay. I think I'm mute. Okay, I'm not going to share the audio, so don't expect audio. So what's going to happen is you just add, and then on the side, okay, this side, the right-hand side, this is how the code looks like. This is the code. This is what you want the Claude to do. This is the end result. So assuming you want to build a landing page, you can immediately use Claude to show the artifact about that. So it's a very strong, powerful tools. Sometimes it works, but it's not working today. It's okay. So that's one. If you're a plus user, you can use, or if you're a free user, you can use this Explore GPT. It's very powerful. So some of the few one that I like is you can use this to create PowerPoint slide. Of course, PowerPoint slide you can use Gamma. Gamma is also very powerful. This one. Okay. Okay, you just tell this custom GPT what you want to create, and then it will help you to create. Let's give it a moment. Okay, so there you go, it's ready. This is an example how you want to quickly create a slide. Of course, it may not be as nice, but at least it's something. Okay, alternatively, you can use Gamma.app, which is also very powerful. Okay, those are some example that I've done. Okay, yeah, this is entirely created by AI. So you don't have to create it on your own. So let me quickly show you a demo. How fast can it go? Go back to home, create new with AI. So over here, paste in text, generate. So generate, you just tell it what program you want to create, it'll create for you. And then, for example, this one. Yeah. For example, this one, you already have all the content here. Then you paste it here. Okay. Continue. Continue. Okay, so while it's creating, okay, select the themes that you want, the theme that you like, for example, this generate. So it will create a slide for your content. How you can use this with ChatGPT, for example, I use some of the example here, the Jetty. Okay, this one, the one with the team building one. So using the same window, create a 5-page pitch deck. Provide text in bullet point only. So what you do, you copy and you paste here, and then you will create a presentation slide for you. Because you already built a very strong context, you see, using the chain of thought, you already built a very strong context here. So I assume, let me see, okay, no, I don't have, okay, over here. Why Boost Credit need this program? It even customized to the customer already, personalized to the customer already. So in this second page, the slide is going to have Boost Credit, what are the current challenges that they have. So from the research that you found, okay, so these are the example of slide that he came up with. Then you can immediately click present. There you go. Of course, it's very heavy text, you can edit it because I copy paste heavy text. Picture, everything is there. You can take it and use. So let's say you're in the office, you want to prepare a proposal to your manager. Yeah, you can. This is how you can quickly prepare it. So you don't have to, squeeze your brain to prepare a long form proposal. All right. So that is how you use ChatGPT and stuff like that. One more thing I want to share with you. Under this, your profile, K here, K because Kenny is my name. So K here, there's a few things here. Your plan, my GPT is the custom GPT lah. Customize GPT, this part, okay, this part, even if you are a free user, you can access to this. So what you do here is actually you tell ChatGPT who you are. This one is who you are and how you like ChatGPT to respond to you. Okay, so for example, you can use this as, okay, I'm a coach, I'm a trainer, I'm a marketer, I'm a sales, etc. Input your personal profile here. Okay, put your profile here. So what happened is when ChatGPT give you response, it will based on your profile. So it knows the answer should be customized to your profile. Second part here is how would you like the ChatGPT response? So for example, the tones, is it going to be formal, funny, casual, sarcastic, and then also how other things you can do. For example, here I use this. Okay, when ChatGPT give me a response, provide in-depth strategy thinking and practical advice utilizing coaching framework like Socratic and Grow model. Why? If you realize some of the chat that I use, right? Maybe you don't have it. Okay. Maybe you don't have it, but in my ChatGPT, I had it because it's customized to me only. Okay, yeah, reflective questions. Okay, I'm sure all of you will not get this because this reflective question is based on my customized ChatGPT. That's why I have this assumption. Are you assuming Faris' diverse experience across industry will translate seamlessly to these roles? So these things is for me because every time I prompt, I want ChatGPT to also challenge me to help me think more, to think deeper. That's why alternative strategies, why I can think, okay, Faris, blah, blah, blah. Oh, makes sense. Okay, this makes sense. Then you can, think about it further. That is my part, customize ChatGPT. Okay, you can use it also. Even if you're a free user, you can customize it. Okay, if you want to customize it effectively, use ChatGPT to customize it. Open a new chat and then same thing like I just quickly show it to you. What is customize ChatGPT in okay, it will tell you blah blah blah. What is this? Okay. Okay. And then they'll tell it, I'm a trainer and I want ChatGPT to respond to me using sarcastic tone. Okay, I'm building context. So this is a chain of thought. Okay. Okay. Now I have to create these custom instructions. And okay, so there you go, custom instruction. I'm a professional trainer and then you have to read it. That's why I said use ChatGPT as a second brain. Use AI as second brain. Don't copy blah blah. My goal is to keep the session blah blah. Okay, but if you like it, you don't have any adjustment, then you copy and paste it to here. This is your first one. Second one is how will you like ChatGPT to respond? ChatGPT using sarcastic tone, blah blah blah. Okay, then you copy. If you like it, copy and paste it. So that's how we use AI as a second brain. Do not copy blah blah. Okay. So last one, setting. Someone talked about memory earlier. Okay, two important things when you come to a setting, only for ChatGPT user. Data control. Okay, data control here. A lot of people scared of data leakage. So what you can do here, data control under this, improve the model for everyone. You can turn it on and turn it off. Turn it on meaning ChatGPT is going to use your conversation to improve the model. So if you turn it off, it's not going to use it to train the model. Okay, this is the first setting. If you want to turn it on, it's fine. Turn it off, also can. The next one, also if you are a free user, you can access this also, memory. Okay, I like to turn it off because I want ChatGPT to give me much more raw response. So if you turn it on, what is going to happen is it will memorize certain things. If you feel like your ChatGPT is getting more and more boring, more and more, general. So this is why one of the reasons is your memory is on. So you go to manage. Okay. So these are some of the examples that I've done. Okay, let me delete it. Let me clear. Okay. No memory. No memory, no memory. So what am I going to do is let's do a test. let me call a person's Gemini. Okay. Remember, this phrase is very, very important. You start with remember. When I call out Gemini, act as the angriest persons. If you see here, memory updated, there's no long response because I'm updating the memory. Memory updated when the user call Gemini, they want me to act as the angriest persons. So you go to your memory here, setting, memory, manage. There's one memory here. Okay, so what happens is every time I call out Gemini, the ChatGPT is going to respond angrily. For example, suggest 10 options for lunch. Okay, this is the normal response. Normal response is okay. And then let's call out Gemini. How would Gemini respond? There you go. If you ask Gemini for lunch option, but are you kidding me? You want lunch suggestion? So this is how you can have fun with ChatGPT as well. Of course, have fun is one. If you think about it, you can use this in many use cases. Okay, for example, remember when I call out William, when I call out, let's say Mario lah, as Dr. Mario and respond based on his personality, thinking, mindset, like, dislike, and etc. So I'm building a personality here. Of course, you can make it deeper lah. If you make it deeper, then it will be much more Mario. Okay. Hey Mario, what to suggest an option for lunch? Okay, so Mario is going to respond based on his like and dislike. Gemini, what do you think? There you go. So you can use this to a use case. For example, if you're from, let's say if you are from internal audit. So if you are from internal audit, you can create a character. Remember when I call out audit, become the most detailed person you ever know. Okay, so what's going to happen is you plug in a file. Okay, help me to read it and how to improve it. So you can use this for your spreadsheet. If you're auditing, you can put in your spreadsheet and then ask ChatGPT to audit for you. So example. Okay, so detail, let me take a graph. Okay, so long, panjang. Okay, so this is example on how you can have fun with ChatGPT. So that's it for ChatGPT. If you have any question on ChatGPT, put it into chat box because I'm going to close it right now. That's all I have for ChatGPT. Chain of thoughts is a thinking process to make to prevent ChatGPT to hallucinate, to give you response that you want, and then most importantly, is a step by step. So there's a thinking process so that to prevent any hallucination. That is most important thing. If you know how to use this alone can solve a lot of problem already. You can do storyboarding, scripting, creative, non-creative work. As long as you understand the idea, then you will get the result that you want. Okay, that's one. And then custom GPT, that's second. The third one is your customized ChatGPT, and the last one is the memory. Personally, I like to have it off. That's just personal preference, up to you. Of course, if you turn it on right now, it will come back. So you can turn it on and off whenever you want it. Okay. So that's it for ChatGPT. And the next one I want to go to is do research. Okay, so when it comes to researching, most of the time we go Google. Okay. Most of the time we go Google. For example, we search for, let's say the best AI tools now. Okay, it's going to be very subjective, sometimes biased. Okay, based on the how to say the SEO. The better SEO, the top it is. Sometimes it won't go to the second page, third page, and so on. Okay, and then let's say your use case is, for example, this is my use case. Research for best AI tools and create notes, training notes about it. Okay. Normally, if I do this, let's say if I'm going to training, I need to create a training notes. I need to research the AI tools. It's going to easily take me 1 day, 2 days, sometimes 3 days, because I need to research, I need to do a training notes, I need to edit, writing and whatever. So first I go to this one and then I go search and then I open every pages. I'm sure you can relate. Okay, and then I go through what it is. Okay, copy paste to one certain page, and then yeah, blah blah blah. Okay, it's going to take a lot of time. So to improve your productivity in this, we are still going to use something like Google and search engine, a very powerful search engine. And then we want it to help us to summarize the whole things. So it's called Perplexity. Let me paste it here. Okay, you can click on it. Then you can, it should bring you to that. Okay. Again, I demo first, see how I do it. Okay, I am an AI trainer and I want to create training notes about AI tools. Okay, your task, research for the top 10 AI tools, not top 10, let's say most used and most used AI tool. Summarize it, not summarize it, write format. Tools name, summary, use case, how to register, pricing plan, if any. Okay, what I'm doing here, I'm telling the LLM, you can do this method in ChatGPT as well. Context, tell the LLM what you want to do, who you are, what you're trying to do, and then what you want the LLM to do. So I want the LLM to research about top 10 most used AI tool. And then this is the format how I want it to reply to me. So finally, tone. Tone is how you want it to write. Write in, for example, write in Ed Sheeran style. In lyric and song. In lyric okay. Okay, I'm just testing so this is for fun So instead of me doing all the manual work, I'm using Perplexity. So Perplexity basically is an AI tools with search engine capability. Same like Google, you're going to search through the webs and it's going to give you these things. Good point, format the whole text for you so you can use it. Okay, another thing you need to know, focus here is you can search through the internet, you can search through academic paper, mathematics, videos, YouTube, and etc. Social, such as Reddit, Quora, and etc. So writing is all the writings in all the internet. So I want it to be general, so I just use web. If you want to attach anything, you can. Pro versions is more powerful. You're going to give you longer answer. So if you're a free user, you can use it anytime you want. But for Pro, 5 times a day, unless you subscribe to the plan. I go to Pro. There you go. Top 10, first one, second one, Canva, Google Gemini, Deeper, Jasper, Midjourney, Salesforce, Einstein, Grammarly, Nota, Microsoft Copilot. So these are the 10 most used. And then where does it come from? This is a source. You can see from here. These are the sources. So it will not hallucinate. So when you use any LLM like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, what happens is they go through their database. So Perplexity, their database is the internet. So whatever you see from here, basically is a result from the internet search, and then they summarize it for you over here. So that's why I have this ChatGPT summary, conversational stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then I can copy this and turn it the whole thing into a training notes if I want to. Of course, I can even make it deeper if I want. Yeah, these are the, and then because I use the format, remember the format that I use? Whose name, summary, use case, there you go. Name, summary, use case, how to register, pricing plan, and then in what tone, in Ed Sheeran style, in lyric, this is a lyric form. Yeah, so imagine Ed Sheeran singing this. Of course, if I want it to be a long one, I just change the tones, write it in a very academic. So it's going to be a very long things. Okay, write it. I can also ask it to write in a very copywriting manners, very salesy, very ads type. So you're going to write down a very long thing also. So this is the Perplexities. Very powerful tool for you to do research, and you can go through their sources. Let's say you've done research. Okay, do you know in Malaysia, over 60% of the people do not know what is AI? And then your boss asks, how you know where you get the data from? Then I do a research, and then this link. You can copy the link. Here, boss. Boss, this is where I found the research. Okay, this and all the website is not a random website. Okay, it's a good website, Traction Key. All this is a very reputable website. Okay, so that is Perplexity, very powerful one. I've copied the link over here. You can just click and try. Let's have 7 minutes and let's try these tools. I'll copy the prompt for you. Wait. This is the prompt I use. You can edit it. I put the star here. The star here is syntax lah, syntax. So when the system read the star, meaning it knows is something that is not need to include it in the reply, but it's more of like instructions to the chat. So this is the link. This is the link. Let's have a 7 minutes. If you have any questions, again, just plug it into the chat. If can, try to research something that you want to simplify. Meaning, if you're in a workplace, you're working on something right now, and you want to quickly settle the task. So this is, I try to use this tool, use Perplexity to help you do research, to help you do the writing, and etc. All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have done something with Perplexity. So if you have any questions, please post it to the Q&A I'm sure you know where to find it. So I'm going to spend some time on answering questions shortly. But before that, let me finish this up. Okay, AIs depend on how you think about it. As I said this morning, where it is? Okay, here. Not here. Okay. For me, the best use case of AI, is always AI as second brain. Okay, the best use case for AI is a second brain. There's a lot of AI tools in the market. So let's say just for large language model, ChatGPT is one of it. Of course, one of the pioneer, one of the first one that come out in the market, and follows with Claude by Anthropic, Gemini by Google, Microsoft Copilot by Microsoft, Grok 2 by X. So there's more and more AI tools that are coming out, and every day, every week, every month, there is one tool better than another. So for example, ChatGPT is so good right now, but when Claude come out, it's better than ChatGPT. When Grok come out, it's better than ChatGPT. And then ChatGPT is going to release another versions to overcome the other one. It's just like the phenomena of smartphone. One smartphone better than the other, and each smartphone come out with a new one. So AI to me is seems like smartphone. There's a lot of it, tons of it, more and more coming up. Most important, which one suitable for you, which one you like. That's why spend time in using different AI tools for the same one. So for example, you can use ChatGPT for LLM, and you can also use Claude for LLMs. You can also use Gemini for LLM. You can also use Grok 2. Grok is built-in with X. Okay, Cloud and X. If you have Twitter, previously known as Twitter, so Grok is that. Okay, and then what else? You can also have Copilot Plus. There is more and more actually out there. So for some, which is all in one. So let's say U.com. So U.com basically is AI, is LLM, but include everything. Got ChatGPT 4.0, and then you can also use Claude here. You can also use Gemini here. Okay, more. You can use 4.0 Turbo, Legacy model, Claude, Llama. Llama is by Facebook, Meta, Gemini. Okay, so these are some of the tools in the market. There's tons of it. All right, so most important, which one is comfortable to you and which one you are better at using. So for example, when I do research, these two, right, ChatGPT and Claude is better in writing, let's say, AI as second brain. Something wrong. Okay. So in general, people say Claude is better at writing at a human tone. So if you are, let's say you are a copywriter, you're a marketer, you want the LLM to produce something and immediately you can use it as content, people say Claude is better at it. Of course, by testing, I also think that Claude is better as writing as human. Gemini also not bad, right, as a human. ChatGPT is more standard, or not say standard, like it's more formal, more educations. Okay, so this is it. And then what else? Image generations, tons of it. For image generation, there is Leonardo, there is a free one, Leonardo AI. Canva is also a very good image generation tools. And then recently got a new one, Ideogram 2, Flux. Okay, all this is very new and powerful. Okay, what else I want to close? Is there any question here? Yep. So AI always use it as a second brain. Doesn't matter if you're in work, if you're in business, AI is definitely coming up, and there's a lot of things you can do with AI. So the only thing is your imagination. If you can imagine it with AI, you can use it. So that is the power of AI. Or let's say, let's close it with a song.
Kenny.
Yep.
Okay, there's some questions from the floor. So is it okay that we can straight go to the Q&A sections?
Yes, can.
Okay, so okay, the first question set from the floor is basically You hold on. Okay, is the first question from the floor is basically that what is the difference between AI, machine learning, and deep learning? So, do you have any advice on that?
What is the difference between?
Yeah, what is the difference between AI, machine learning, and deep learning?
Okay, in general and deep learning. In general, deep learning and machine learning is under AI. AI is a very broad thing. LLM is just part of AI. Okay, LLM is part of machine learning as well. So one way you can use LLM, another way you can use LLM as in ChatGPT and all other things is you can use it as a self-learning tool. Okay, you can just use it as self-learning tool. So for example, if I don't understand these three terms, I want to understand what is it about. So I can use chain of thought, ask ChatGPT, what is AI, what is machine learning, what is deep learning? Definitely it's going to give us these things, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this one is very formal, very education. I don't understand. So what else you can do is, can you give some examples? Okay, summary, AI is an overarching concept. ML is AI made machine learning rather than a specific program. DL is a specialization within ML. Okay, give some example. Okay. AI chatbot is part of the example, and then email spam filtering. Okay, once you understand what it is, then you can do one more thing to help you with your own self-learning. Okay, can you create and generate 10 questions and test my understanding on those three terms? I can only answer yes. I can only answer either AI, ML, or DL. Once I completed, mark it and give me feedback. Okay, so let's say I already go through everything. I already understand what it is, and then okay, which of these terms refer to broad concept of machine performing tasks typically require human intelligence? So let's say it's a ML. Technique was layer, neuro. Okay, this one is DL. Okay, I'm gonna do 5 only. Which term describes system AI and make predictions such as okay, this one is a ML. Okay, this one I just random AI and AI. Okay, answer is correct. AI is a broad concept encompassing, okay, DL correct, ML correct, or Zongam. Oh, so this one is AI or Zongam. This one wrong. Machine learning fit this description. AI is too broad for this specific context. So you can use ChatGPT to also help you with self-learning. So from here, I know I get 3 out of 5 correct, then I can do much more practice. So you can use this in self-learning also. Yeah, yes, Eng Seng, I hope. Yeah, I hope it helps you.
Okay, that's good. Actually, there's just now during the demo, you also use a Slide GPT to do a demo. So is Slide GPT free, or we need to do some subscription in order we can use it?
Oh, actually, Slide GPT is free, but then if you want to download, it's going to be charged.
I see. Okay, noted on that. So meaning we can use the samples of the slide that created from there, then we just make up our own PowerPoint slide. Are you referring to that?
Yeah, you can say so. So let's say you just put in a topic, TikTok marketing, and then you can choose white background, dark background, or you can upload your own PowerPoint themes to use, and then create that. Once it's created, down here usually there is one. It will show you the sample and everything, and then bottom of it will say if you want to download it, you have to pay for a certain amount. Yeah, but you're right, Eng Seng.
Yeah, because just now when you are showing the demos, right, I'm also using it to create a simple slide. Yes, I'm going to lose my job very soon.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can.
Last but not least, I think we pick another question. I think that this question is a bit tricky, but it it may have a lot of audience right now because a lot of corporate company, especially MNC, they block certain platform, like you just mentioned at the beginning of today's session. So how actually that as us as employees, right, as an executive or senior executive people, how do we convince our management that company should invest in Copilot or any other AI tools, that at least this kind of tool that they will help us how to enhance our productivities. So is there any ideas or maybe some point that you can give it to us from the employee point of view to convince our boss, we should invest in Copilot, example?
Okay, yeah, this is a very tricky question. Like you say, I totally agree to it. I think we take this, we break it down, we break it down to a few parts. So we have a business. We have a businesses, and also we have ourselves as an employee. Okay, so businesses always have their own goals and their own concern. The bigger the company, the harder it is for you to convince your company to use AI. Okay, the reason is part of it is because of the data breach, and then another thing is they don't want the employee to, just copy paste from AI. They want the employee to have personal touch on the work that they does. Okay, but of course, not everything requires personal touch. For example, let's use work from home example. Some employees, some roles can work from home because of their work nature, but some couldn't. For example, doctor, nurses, they couldn't. But for those who are in admin, account in hospital, they can because of the nature of work. So these are businesses. So when it comes to ourselves, we wanted to use AI. We know how to use AI to improve ourselves, but then the company is not willing to invest in those tools. So here is the chicken and egg questions. Should business invest into AI so that we can use AI in helping our processes, or should we invest into AI ourselves so that we can improve our work and then improve the businesses? And don't forget, whatever you invest to yourself is going to remain to you. Whatever you invest to yourself is going to remain to yourself. So if business invested in Microsoft Copilot and you only know how to use Copilot, then you have difficulty when you move on to other platform. So let's do a quick test. What are the common challenges for any organization to start deploying AI in workforce? Can you also tell us which company in Malaysia already implemented AI in their workforce? Okay, so these are the things: key challenges, understanding business needs, data, AI skill set, ethical and legal considerations, change management, integrations. Okay, Petronas, Maybank, Axiata Group, they have been using AI to their work. So for example, let me show you another example. Okay, by the way, to answer the questions, business, sometimes we can't control, especially depending on your role. If you are in HR, you probably need to do a lot of work to convince your boss to do the first step, because I think HR should be the first department to talk about it, because even HR, human resource, do not use AI, and it's difficult for AI to push the program out. So if you are in other department like marketing, sales, what else, business development, business development, sales, marketing, where else? Where is the... Okay, anyhow, so if you're in other department, it's going to be harder for you to convince your boss, unless you can show result using those AI tools first. Let's say if you have a project in your hand, use AI tool explicitly and then show the progress that you can make with AIs. For example, this project is going to be 2 weeks. You are going to submit your content in 2 weeks, but then you complete 1 month content in 3 days using AI, and the content is very high quality, personal touch, exactly on how you usually do it. So if you can show those results, I think businesses is very happy to invest. So businesses at the end is all about number. It's all about number. Okay, so I think to answer the question, this is my take lah. This is my take. If our boss, what you can show me, if me myself as an individual, if company don't invest is okay, but at least I invest on myself. I invest on the tools that I think can be helpful so that I can save my own time doing those repeated work. And those extra time that I save, I can use it for self-learning or whatever. Yeah, so this is my take to the questions.
Noted. Even that maybe from CoreShare point of view, right, we also can suggest that you may run this kind of free workshop or talk to your company, meaning we can do a dedicated workshop toward your company that you can invite not only the executive level, even the senior management C-level to block their 1 hour time. Then our speakers or trainers will be able to tell them what is the advantage if, let's say, the company is investing or considering to open up AI's platform to internal corporate. So do let us know if, let's say, you need this kind of talk or awareness workshop that toward your company. Okay, so Kenny, actually, I would like to thank you for today's session. It will be a great, fruitful session for me personally. So I hope that the rest of the audience also can get very similar from us. So for those people that join our today's training, definitely in a day that you will get a thank you email from us, and there will be some attachment on the video as well as the demo that created by our speaker, Mr. Kenny today. Then we hope to see you all soon in our next coming workshop. And do stay tuned to our social media. And yet again, Kenny, thank you very much for your fruitful session today. Thank you very much.
No problem. I will show one more thing because we still got
Kenny.
a few more minutes. So this AI tools is called Suno. It's very good in creating music, songs, and there has been a lot of people using it already in music creations. You can use it in two ways. One is you just key in what you want and then the system will create it for you. Or you can do custom. If you're very good at writing lyrics, tapi you are very bad in composing, you don't know guitar, pianist or whatever, so you can put in your lyrics and then you can select the style of the music that you want and then you create and then title and then it will create for you. So let's use example of, I'm trying to look for the lyric for Ed Sheeran just now. But so for example, I just create a song, and song about a cat. No cats. About a parrot. About a pencil. Pencil life. Okay, so I can just create and then it will create everything else for me. Okay, this one is creating. So I use another sample, custom. Custom is where you can put lyrics. Either you put lyrics on your own, put everything on lyrics, or you can put something like this and then click write about. You have your general lyrics. Or alternative use case, use ChatGPT. Okay, here's the lyrics that I get. Started as green, blah 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 blah. This one you can put in the style that you want. So let's see. This one is pop. This is the pop.
Born from a tree's long fight.
So
Sharpened to a point, so I'll do mine.
This is the style one. Style 2 is
Born from a tree's on flight. Sharpened.
pop. But if you don't want pop, it's a bit sad. I mean it feels sad. Like you can use this custom. There's already lyric here. You can even copy paste the lyric from here to there also can. But anyhow, just for sake of demo, trap. Okay, drop for example. Then you can create. While it's creating, you can work with ChatGPT also. Yeah, okay, I don't like. Can you write it in Taylor Swift style? Then you can, if you like it, you copy and you can paste it and create it. So for example, the trap version, EDM versions.
Spotted as a tree, the forest so green. started as a treat for
Okay, so this is an example. You can have fun with it. For the past few days, I created a Merdeka song with it. It's not here. Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, that's how you can have fun with AI. So you can have fun with your song later. You have a few more minutes. Then we're gonna end this early, and then you can have fun with this AI tools, Suno.com. Another alternative, you can even write in Bahasa Malaysia. Mandarin also can. Another version is Udio. Udio is not good in, I mean, it's also good, but then only English. English is better. You can see how other people created some other song here. Okay, so that's all from me, Eng Seng. I hope everyone in this room have fun.
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, also thanks that you're sharing us a lot of different platforms that are not only that we can create slide, even right now music, we also can create our own without the talent. I think I like the word that you mentioned early of today's section is do not treat AI as a tool. We should treat them as our second brain so that we really can take the most out of it. So yet again, thank you, Kenny, for the fruitful session, and thanks for everyone for joining us for today's webinar. And we are looking forward to see you very soon during our NHCE event as well as our next webinar. So thanks, everyone. Thank you for your time and have a nice week ahead. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks, Kenny.